Take 105, Werner for King Living. I'm Werner Bronkhorst. I'm an artist living and working in the inner west suburbs of Sydney. As a kid, as any kid would, I loved making artworks. I just never stopped. And especially in high school, I tried to experiment with all different kinds of media, trying to see where I fit in the world of art and also just where I fit in the world as a whole. And I continued that when I came to Australia for what was meant to be a gap year, turned into a gap life, and now I am where I am. I mean, I'm 22, and that's not normally when you have a baby. Last year we were blessed with the news that we would have a little baby girl arriving, and we called her Florence. She made me see life in a different eye. I'm seeing it through Florence's eyes, where it's just this big world there to be explored. She's exploring something new every single day. She's playing around, she's failing, she's falling down, and she's getting up. She's doing all of these things that I just find so beautiful in life. And so that's my journey as an artist as well. I don't fall down, but I definitely do fail in that not every painting is a masterpiece. That's just a fun process. I'm learning, just as she does. The two styles that I work with right now is firstly what I'm known for, and that is my very chunky, thick painted backgrounds with miniature people painted on it. So whether these people are surfing or skiing or whatever it is, they're spread out on these canvases in a very minimal way. But then I also have a very different way of making art, and that is to draw big canvases or draw on big canvases, and I would usually draw a car, and then I would paint over it with text, kind of an anti-art style. The reason why I love texture and why I love working with raw materials is I get to experiment with it. It's unconventional materials. I work with gels and other materials that I mix together to create these super textural, thick, painted artworks. Art is functional in the sense that you can hang it on a wall and you can enjoy it, but when you make furniture, it's something that people can experience, and it also has to look beautiful in my opinion, and I think that's also why I love King Living furniture. It definitely suits my aesthetic as well, but it's very minimal, it is very easygoing, it's easy to sit on, it's easy to enjoy, and it just works in a space and it makes you feel calm. And I think that's also what I want my artworks to convey. What I love most about the 1977 sofa is the colors, the shape, the simplicity, the modular effect to it, the fact that I can move it around in my studio and sit in a different location, or just especially when we have photo shoots, to move it around. But it looks beautiful, it feels beautiful, and it sits comfortably, and sometimes I should probably actually paint more than I sit on it. I feel like art is a very personal thing, and it definitely is something that is to be enjoyed by one person. But at the same time, it's a community as a whole. And I think that's also reflected in my artworks. Like, everyone is in their own little bubble, but they're all part of a bigger artwork, and we're all in this together, whether it's enjoying furniture or whether it is enjoying art. Like, it's a community, and I love that aspect of how I go about, the way I go about things. My advice to people who want to break into the art scene is just go for it. Obviously, being afraid is part of the journey, but don't be afraid. Like, just have fun, just go for it, play around, and make art that you love, and eventually people will see that you love it and they'll love it too.